Welcome back to this edition of Grizzlies Daily. I'm your host Malik. Bear with me in this episode. I just got off work, so I'm gonna be a little tired. Just letting y'all know right now. But Thomas Isolo has me ready to run through a brick wall. That's all I'm gonna say. So, in case you haven't seen it, this is making the rounds on Twitter. Basically, Isolo at training camp said it right here in regards to the speed and pace of the team. He said that, okay, I just had it and I lost it. Wow. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. So, Islo said he's starting to see the chippiness emerge in the competition for roles, which is always good. You love to see the competitive effort between the team. Then you have Ty Jerome, who spoke to the media and said the team is going by the slogan "Speed Kills," and it's taking shape in all phases of the Grizzlies' approach to camp. Now, this is good to hear. Just a simple fact that if you don't remember, basically we talked about how Ezo essentially said that they're going to try a fast-paced offense again because that's just the reality of the league that we're in. And I did really comment from somebody asking, "Is this the right system long term?" Long term, yes, because of the simple fact that the league is changing. The league is getting faster. It's not getting any slower. People are finding different ways to score the ball at all levels. So it's not a crazy thought to see him say that he wants the offense to go around this. And plus, you got one of the fastest guys in the league in John Morant. So it's not a crazy thought to think that he wants to run that kind of system. And I think he has the right guys to essentially do that. So I'm all for it. I mean, we all saw the blueprint with the Pacers and how they did things, how they essentially used pace to make it as far as they did in the finals. So, I mean, like I said, I'm all for speed and pace. Like I said, all we gotta do is just stay healthy, really, and that's really the main thing, for being honest. So I'm a fan of it. I like it. I just got to see it in action. But here's what really has me ready to run through a brick wall. Y'all, there's only one thing I can say about this, and I hope it comes to fruition. But there's a possibility that we might be seeing real Grizzlies basketball when it come back. And I'm excited for it. I hope this doesn't give me false hope. So Isla also, speaking to the media, of course, he said a quote that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm almost shedded a tear when I saw this. Basically, he said, and this is regards to the defense. He said playing against us should be like going to the dentist. It should be an unpleasant experience. And all I have to say is this is what I've been waiting to hear. I've been waiting to hear somebody come up with something that gives us a good glimpse of what the team is heading as far as the direction and mentality. Because here's the thing, I find it a great quote because how do I put this? So before Izolo was even hired, I wanted the Grizzlies to get Mike Malone once the Nuggets let him go. Championship guy that's gonna say whatever's on his mind, say the right thing, and get his guys motivated. This is something that I would expect Mike Malone to say. Izolo is saying it right in front of us, and I'm here for it. I like the fact that they're touching on defense because, like I said, defense was a main factor in what happened last year, and it's something that definitely needs to be touched on again because I think we kind of lost, steered away from that. Now, granted, we got guys like Jalen Wells, Vince Williams Jr., and now Cedric Coward to essentially, help out in that category. So it's definitely going to be good to see the Grizzlies going back to that tough defensive mentality that they've always been known for, and hopefully Islo can kind of ingrain it into their brains that, hey, this is the way you win games, and this is how you make it further in the playoffs than the past few years where you haven't made it past the second round since the year you made the Western Conference Finals. So it's definitely a good sign to see from me. I have no complaints whatsoever. Now, something I do want to show y'all, or well, if I can try, something I do want to talk about. So it's a clip from training camp. It's from Michael Wallace. He he showed a clip from training camp where basically the guys where I believe it was John Morant, Jaren, and Jock Landale. They were all working together to kind of understand the the system. There is the system, the pick and roll system that we were discussing. If y'all don't remember, okay, this isn't working. Um, Hold on, y'all. Let me try to get this going real quick, cause there is a way to get this going. Um, hmm, huh. Okay. Well, while we do that, basically, I can describe what the video is showing. So basically, uh, Isolo, I say Isolo. Basically, Jaren and Jock Landale seem to just be kind of listening to Ja as he's showing them like the ropes of what to do. I really wonder why this is not working. This is a bummer because if y'all remember, we kind of figured this out. So I'm really trying to figure out why this isn't working. I probably should have tested this before the show, but it's all right. Well, I'll figure it out. But basically, um, in the video, it shows Jaren and Jock Landale kind of getting inbounds passes from KCP, and John Moran kind of explaining to them how he likes to go off the screen so they can move forward from that, which is very good for both of these guys, especially Jock Landale, who's going to be playing a big role to start out the season. So good to see him kind of understanding his point guard and other players on the team very well, because Jock Landale is going to have a very important role. He's going to essentially be He's essentially going to take over Zach Edey's role as he's the only healthy center on the roster. So, got to step up where it matters the most, and right now it matters the most for Jock Landale. And like I said, he has a chance to prove himself once again that he can find a consistent home in Memphis because of the opportunity that's been given to him. Not too many centers can say they had the opportunity to be an opening night starter after not really having any calls. I mean, Jock Landale was a fill-in, and now he's the starter. So here we are. But before I get out of here, just wanted to talk about this Clutch Point article by Rohan Rohan Brombat. I hope I said that right. But basically, he put out 3 bold predictions for Ja Morant in this upcoming season. One of them being one that I agree with absolutely. Ja Morant will return to All NBA form. I think that is a great observation, just for the simple fact that you don't have Desmond Bane anymore, so you don't really have to share touches necessarily with him. If anything, you share it with a guy like Jaren Jackson Jr., maybe Jalen Wells, Cedric Coward, who knows. But so you have that, and you also have the fact that, Jaren, Zach Edey going to be out for the year, so John Morant's going to be a really big scoring factor for the team. Wouldn't be surprised if for the first month or two he's averaging at least 30 points. I genuinely would not be surprised if he did, or at least 28 points. The next observation, the next prediction, Morant will average a career high in assists. So, Ja Morant has averaged at least 7.3 assists in 4 different seasons. We all know Ja Morant's a great playmaker. Definitely a great guy to give a great observation on the court when it comes to ball carrier vision. I said ball carrier vision. I'm thinking about football. Uh, ball handling vision, and just making sure everybody gets open or gets the right shot for them. So that's definitely something that I can definitely agree with on that. I think he can make a jump in assists. Now the last one, I got to be honest, this isn't a bold prediction to me because it's something that we already kind of know. Basically, he said Morant will be at the center of a Grizzlies playoff push. It's not. I think this is just a case of not really understanding the team, because this is something that everybody knows. You know this one, so I'm not surprised to see that one now. No, I am surprised to see that one, but it shouldn't. It's not a bold prediction to me. It's a fact. Like, John Morant's going to be at the center of it. If not him, it'll be Jaren. But I digress. Regardless, one of those 2 guys is going to be the center of the Grizzlies playoff push, and it's definitely possible. It's really just a matter of this system. Best case scenario for this system, the Grizzlies are a top seed in the Western Conference, or better yet, a top 5 seed in the Western Conference. Worst case scenario, they're a fringe playing team. But then again, this is the first full season with Thomas Isolo, so we have to remember that as well. So we can't overreact if the team isn't, playing. If the team doesn't have a better record than what we think, we can't. We have to keep that in mind. Now, effort wise, call out the players. I'm all for it. Call out the players. Call out the effort. Call it out. That's one thing that, regardless of a coach, needs to be discussed. So if a player is not playing good, call him out on it. I humbly think that's the right way to go about it. But that's all I got for this edition of Grizzlies Daily. I am super tired. I am so sorry if the energy is dead on this one. I had to come and get this one out for y'all, but it's been a long day. So if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We are just a few days away from preseason basketball. I cannot wait to bring that recap to y'all so we can talk about it. But as for this edition of Grizzlies Daily, I will see y'all on Friday. Peace.